Hi, so this is the spot welder in my previous videos, and now it is charging now the supercapacitors, and we had a problem with this one. The problem was that it burned the MOSFET. So let's now see if this is working after applying a fix. So it is now hard to see, but it's on now, operating. It's charging now. It's 9.1 volts. We'll wait till it get to 10 volts in a few seconds, and then we'll start to try again and weld this. By the way, you see it like this because I just clean it a little, so the surface is, I removed the previous welding, and now we'll try first this one. So okay, we can start now. Let's try to be in the cam while doing it. Okay, so okay, it is doing something. I will increase the power because it is welding, but I'm not sure that it is enough. So okay, I will increase even more. This nickel strip is thick. It's about 0.15 millimeters. Oh, did you see it? The spark was much stronger now. I put it in the frame. Now again. Okay. We want to see now the maximum. Maximum is 99E on the display. Okay, so now let's see if it's strong enough. Now this was still off. These are okay, you see. It's hard to take them off. Although you see this one I can't even take. It was very difficult to take it off. Pretty sure that if I will take the strip of 0.1 millimeters, it will perform much better. I will even decrease the energy. Now let's again put it in the cam so we'll be able to see it. This is much better. Okay, so now let's check this one. You see this strip is less thick than the other one. I think this is 0.1 millimeter. Okay, I can turn it off, but okay, this one, you see it's really difficult, so you can say that more or less it is doing its work. Of course the question is, how did I fix it? So I will show you in a second, but first let's try again the thicker one. Of course everything depends also on the voltage, so maybe I will increase the voltage a little bit to 13 volts, and now okay, so now it will soon be 13 volts, so the power is increasing, of course, because it's taking the power from the supercapacitors, and the voltage has an effect. Okay, so doing it again. Okay, I think it's quite high number, 89. Okay, but bottom line, what I did is, as you see, wow, the wires are, let's say, are hot, the capacitors are very cold, and let's see how this was done. Okay, I can take it off, but it is hard to do it. Okay, so it is doing the welding, okay, with 0.15 millimeter. So let's see the setup. So it's connected to supercapacitors. I will zoom out a little. So we have, as you can see, the supercapacitors that are connected directly to this spot welder, and it is fixed. So how did I fix it? Now we will go to the interesting part, because I said do not buy, because there was a bug in the design of this one. So I did fix it. So let's see how I did it, because actually I did see someone that made a video. I was not sure if maybe the MOSFET are not original or what is the reason for it. So eventually I did looked a little on the net, and I removed the old MOSFETs. So these are the old MOSFETs. I will zoom. So these are the old MOSFETs. So I removed them. And eventually what I did, what I seen in other video, is added this capacitor. So if you will look closely, so the capacitor is connected between, maybe I will improve the focus a little. So this capacitor is connected between this diode, probably this diode after the input, to the plus of the capacitor, and the minus, I just found a ground net here at the center of this PCB. What this is doing, it is making sure that if the voltage of the supercapacitor decreases, this capacitor has enough power to make sure that the MOSFET will open fast, so they will not burn out. And by the way, as you can see, one of my pad was still off. And what I did eventually, because each one of them is 1000 and 200 amps pulse, so this is enough. So I didn't connect the fifths. 4 MOSFETs are enough to move the power from the supercapacitor to your welding point, so I didn't see with this any issue. So connected just 4, as you can see, it's working perfectly. So this is probably a bad design. They didn't actually seen the problems that they should add a capacitor, but after using the video I did see that it's actually working. So overall I said not to buy it, so you can buy it if you have an instrument to fix it. If you have a soldering iron and you have a capacitor of 1000 microfarad, 16 volt or 25 volts or something like this, so you can fix it and this will work for you. If the MOSFET were burnt, so I suggest to replace all of them, because they need to be from the same batch to have the same internal resistance and the same parameters that usually come if you're buying on the same batch. So I didn't want the current to distribute not equally between the MOSFETs, so I decided to replace them all. By the way, just another one is burned and there are 3 that are okay, but in any case I decided to replace all the 4, and as you can see, working. So if you can buy and do the change, you are good to go. So hope this is useful. Thank you and bye.